Good.
And we're back. It is a new year. It's a new Nick, and I'm here with Miss Swedish Fish. How the hell are you today?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, it's been a crazy first full week of the year, right?
It's been a lot to do and a lot of flu recovery from plenty of people. So we're gonna cough our way through this.
Yeah, I feel like we need to be marketing qualified healthy or something. I don't know, but
yes.
Anyway, we are back. It is a new year. If you didn't know, last year we had we hit our 100th newsletter that went out, and we had a great recap of all the stuff that was learned. So if you didn't take a listen here or you didn't see it, go take a look. But today, of all days, we got two topics.
Yes, some good ones. We're going to talk about your minimum viable brand.
I know, it was like product, brand,
not product, brand.
And we're going to talk about the real reasons people follow companies on social media.
Yeah, we're not talking fake here. We're real.
We're not. There's no fake news here. This is all real. This is real with a capital REEL.
Okay, so let's do it. The busy marketer's shortcut to brand building.
All right, MVB. All right, so here's how you build an MVB. There's a couple steps, right? So I actually really like the first one. Is kind of a no-brainer, but it's something I think people miss, which is pick a "that's interesting" statement.
And it sounds easy, but or simple, but don't confuse simple for easy, because it's really it is really the foundation to everything that you do. And if you don't get this one right, everything else is just gonna kind of
as an example, that we had in the newsletter was instead of saying we sell CRM software, try something like we help B2B sales teams close deals faster by eliminating the need for spreadsheets. That may be, good or bad. It's just, obviously it's an example, but I think the point is try not to just, and this is the old saying, right? Don't focus on product, focus on what you're solving. What are you solving?
Ditch the whole generic thing. Even if the CRM software that is legitimately your product, no one really gives a shit about that. Talk to the people that you're actually trying to sell to and what problems you're solving.
Yeah. And I think the other thing I thought is good, then we've obviously had some conversations this week with people about individual brands. And we think of MVB also is for your own brand. And obviously, Miss Swedish Fish, you are, I think, a good case study in this. It is really important to build your own brand itself outside of even companies, because again, we've said it 1,000 times, people buy from people. They don't.
And again, we talked about this in the last, the 100th episode too, that it's going to be big in 2025 to actually have a brand, a personality, because that's the only way you're going to differentiate yourself.
Yeah. All right. Number 2.
Nail the basics. When we talk about basics, it's we this is not brand award or something, but get your shit together when it comes to your website, your social media profiles, wherever you decide to be. Make sure that everything is following the same brand, same message that you established in step 1 should just be everywhere.
Yeah.
The same way, and it just needs to be consistent.
It is. The funny part is, you would think this is really common sense, but it is missed so many times where their websites looks like it's from the 1980s, and unless you're selling old video game cartridges, that's probably not good. So.
And some people argue we don't get our leads from our website. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's still your brand.
It's still your brand. Yeah. So nail the basics, and with that brand, that basic is then carried over in everything: your signature, your business cards, if you use those, and your own LinkedIn profile, everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. All right, number 3, have a killer piece of content. Very into symbolism today.
You're going to need a nap after this session today.
I know. So really, this is truly the mic drop, right? Of having a killer piece of content that really outlines what you do and provides information that's really interesting to somebody, provides insights. Or if it's an individual, and again, obviously you and I listen to a lot of podcasts, it could be something that somebody's like an amazing podcast episode that really encapsulates that person's brand and that person's thoughts. So just have really solid content.
And this is not a use case. This is not you promoting yourself. That's not a killer piece of content we're looking for. You're answering someone's problem in a thought leader, in an educational way. So don't try to just outline your product features here.
No, it's horrible. No. All
right.
4.
Remix it. Like, get that music going. So, and this goes for literally anytime you create a killer piece of content, whether this is the cornerstone of your business piece, just chop it into pieces. Like, turn that into LinkedIn posts, blog articles, if you're a blogger, a video, podcast, LinkedIn lives, whatever it is, you just chop that into pieces to get more visibility.
Yeah, I think that's the key. I mean, and we've said it, I feel like it's repeated a lot of this, is if you have one piece of content, I mean, you can make it into dozens of things. So that's really, really important. All right, number 5. So if you're a child of the 80s, and you remember the Choose Your Own Adventure books. So number 5 is choose your own adventure page, right? So this is key. And where are you sending everybody to? You want to make sure that you understand it answers who you are, what do you offer, and what do you do next, right? Keep it simple, but have that choose your own adventure page that you're pushing people to. Another way of saying it is, have a conversion page, essentially.
Yeah, and make it this is underestimated too. That they try to make it too complicated for people. So, and assume that it's like you're trying, like sometimes marketing to a child. Like it needs to be so simple to understand what path you're trying to actually push them through. Because any sort of like, I don't know what to do, you've lost.
Yeah, if you have to take more than a few seconds to figure out what to click next, it's a problem. And I think we do need to make the distinction between, a lot of websites can be focused on education, content, et cetera. But there is a difference between, a conversion page or an adventure page where you're trying to take action. Those are two distinct things.
I agree.
All right.
So why are we telling us to do this?
What?
Why should people do this? Companies or individual?
Why should they do it?
Yeah.
Because if you want to actually grow your brand personally, or you want to actually grow your brand for your business, because if you don't have a brand for your person or your business, you're not going to get business.
You stay top of mind. And this is how you start, when you start implementing all of this, when it looks the same, feels the same, sounds the same everywhere, people starting to notice it. It's kind of like when you buy a new car or buy something new, all of a sudden everywhere you go, you see that one car.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, that's where you want to go with this. Just be everywhere in people's mind.
Yeah. All right. What are the real reasons people follow companies on social media? I thought this was pretty funny.
Actually, how many people does it say? I
don't remember what the total quantity was, but I thought this was, I meant to. I think this is the funniest part is the number, the highest thing that people bought this for was 58% to get coupons or promotions.
Yeah.
I think duh. Yeah. Obviously a lot of people do want that, but I think the second one down, which was obviously in the B2B space, 50% of people are interested in buying. Mm-hmm. So that at the end of the day, you don't typically follow a brand if you're not interested ultimately in buying something from them. Maybe not now, but like the 95-5 rule, at some point you might want to buy something from them. So, and then the third one, the top 3, was to get incentives. So 46% of people want incentives. I know I do that myself. Hey, especially if it's, travel or something, you're following them to get that one deal to be able to have a little bit better.
I feel like that's more B2C than B2B. Yeah. But I'm kind of shocked that useful content is number 4 on this list.
I know.
Because that means, it's just shocking. All of a sudden I thought that would be higher up, that people actually follow you because they want to learn something. But
yeah, I guess it's hard, it's hard depending on we didn't obviously see the questions that were asked, but useful content and interested in buying, like to me, I mean, they kind of go hand in hand, right? So like I wouldn't have, if I'm interested in buying, I'm probably reading your content or probably downloading something from you. So I did think the funny one was the next one, which is entertaining content, was 33%.
Mm-hmm.
So 33% of people, they follow the brand for entertainment, which in the B2B space, I actually, and I can think of some clients we have, like, I'm sure people follow them because it is entertaining.
Yeah.
And they learn. I mean, they definitely are learning something too, but like, it's pretty damn funny. Like, I mean.
So I think I meant to throw this image up, but I totally forgot. Missed that one. Kind of recovering my head here. But they put at the bottom, like, people follow brand for value, not noise. I think that's a really good statement around this. So whether that's education or entertaining or incentives, it's all about the value, right?
Yeah, and this is more of a new year, new Nick anecdotal feedback, I guess. But when you think about some of these brands, if you're B2B or B2C, if you notice all of a sudden in the beginning of the year, your subscribers dropped, think about that. Think about what that says compared to these stats we just talked about, right? A lot of people reset in the new year. They go through, unsubscribe to a lot of emails. They go through and clean up their social media, they clean up who they're following. So if you do get a lot of people that dropped off, it may be a subtle clue that maybe you need to really take a look at your content and make sure that you're still providing content that is providing, incentives, entertainment, useful content, all that. So
yeah,
food for thought.
Good for thought. Good one.
All right.
Wow, that's it. I did remember to put your favorite part in though. So
yeah, this is what, like, such a truism. It's amazing.
I mean, I didn't really, I would never say that I went to school for marketing. I took some classes, but I've certainly learned marketing afterwards, after everything I've studied. So
yeah. Well, even the funny part is, like, I mean, marketing has changed. I mean, it changes so fast and so rapidly. Like, even if you had an undergrad or a graduate degree in marketing, 10 years ago, it wouldn't matter because it's changed so dramatically. So
that's a really good point. So if you're not feeling this meme here, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Then you're totally stuck in like the old-fashioned way. That's definitely not the way to do things.
Yeah. If you just think there's 4 P's, you got a problem. So I'm just saying.
Yep.
All righty.
We did
made it through.
Now you can go cough.
Now I can go. Yeah, I can take a break. All right. Well, we're back, guys. We're excited for a brand new year of the Marketing Qualified Rundown. And as always, we've got some amazing newsletters that we produce outside of Marketing Qualified that we highly encourage you to read, which are
Partner Science. That is partnerscience.tech. It's not coming out on Thursday. So we dropped an episode yesterday, and it's all about making better decisions. Totally worth the 5-minute read.
And with a new year, you should always try to make better decisions.
Every day. I
mean,
mean,
that's the story of my life. Just make better decisions, right?
If you're not subscribed, marketingqualified.co.
All right. We will see you next week. Thanks, everybody, for surviving your first week in January.